Check, 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 check. All right. I don't know what that was about, Salakia. All right, so we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kodash. All right, Salakia. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Those are men taught me this truth who still will well, and peace to the elect of the nation of Israel scattered throughout the four corners of the planet Earth, pushing this word in humility and sincerity so that we can go home. Now the nation of Israel consists of you so-called Latinos, Seminole, Native American Indians of Negroid and Indian descent, according to the seed of the Father. You are the biblical Israelites that were prophesied to go into slavery via slave ships and be delivered from America, Babylon, and Great from this destruction that's coming to America via World War III, which is the nuclear missiles, which is the lake of fire. All right. And at the water G220 Ministries for letting me know that I didn't have no sound at the water. So the title of this lesson, as you can see, the title of the lesson is Gone Without a Trace. Okay. And that's exactly what's about to take place to Esau Edom, all right, which is a so-called white man, all right, in his rulership. It's about to be taken out, and there will be no trace that it ever existed. Okay, you have something called archaeologists. Archaeologists, they dig up bones and stones and scrolls and as proof that something was once here. But there's not going to be anything like that left when the Lord is done with what He's about to do to Esau Edom. There won't be no artifacts to dig up. I always bring up Mount Rushmore. All that's going to be done away with. Every single etching into stone. None of it will remain. There will be no trace that this man ever existed or he ever was on the planet Earth. All right, and I'm going to read a couple scriptures dealing with that. And Lord will edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel, because we do all things like the Apostle Paul said, we do all things for the elect's sake. All right, so this is Wisdom of Solomon 5, and I'm going to start at 4. It says, Salakia, Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 4. We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor, right? Because Shalom, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah, and Barakatham to everybody watching, tuning in. It says, we fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. And that's how they feel about the Hebrew Israelites. They think that what we're doing is unprofitable. I had an individual tell me that today. He said, well, what you're doing, the people don't understand what you're doing. There's no point in what you're doing, basically. And they don't understand you. And, well, if they don't understand, it wasn't meant for them. Because it's the same way Noah did it. It's the same way Jeremiah did it. Same way Ezekiel, Micah, and Habakkuk, all right, and Yahushua and the disciples did it. It's the same format. Go out to the highways and hedges, bid them to come in. Go out to the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gates, and tell them how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity. It's the same thing, okay? Now, we ain't even that's the thing. We're not even out there telling people, yo, how long your simple ass gonna love simple? We don't say those words, but that's what the scriptures say. How long you want to be a dummy? How long you want to be in captivity? But anyway, Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 5. How is he numbered among the children of Yahweh and his lot among the saints? You see, this is called an underdog. The ones that's going to be chosen are the underdogs. They were not thought. That's why it says in, let me get this real quick. Before we get into the lesson, Spirit just jumped on me to talk about this real quick. Wisdom of Solomon, Sirach 11 and 5. Many kings have sat down upon the ground, and one that was never thought of have worn the crown. And that's us, the underdog, man. So you got all these Christians that they just know that because they got a large congregation, or you got billions of people that believe in Christianity, they think that that's the way. That's clearly the wide gate. It's clearly the wide gate. All right. And if you're spiritual, you will obviously know that. But anyway, Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 5. How is he numbered among the children of Yahweh and his lot among the saints? This is what they're asking themselves. Verse 6. Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us, because Yahushua didn't die for the other nations. Verse 7. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yeah, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it, because the Lord said Woe unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High Power. Okay, and it's scripture say that they weary themselves in the way of wickedness. One of their ways of wickedness is through their witchcraft. Okay, their media, which goes back to the Greek god, the Greek goddess Medea, which Medea was a sorceress and a priestess. Okay, so that's how you know Tyler Perry is actually a witch, because that's strong, heavy witchcraft that they push on the people via their media, which goes back again to the Greek goddess Medea. Okay, so you have the social media, you have the news media, the sports media, all that is used for Esau's sorcery, and he wearies himself in that. But now we're at the end of his kingdom, and he's holding on to that for dear life, because literally that's, other than the sword, that's the only weapon that he has is deception. But those enchantments aren't working anymore. So it says wisdom of Solomon plus those things that he wearies himself in, that wickedness will not lead to eternity, everlasting life. It will actually lead to extinction. And that's what we're getting into today. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 7. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction, right? The Lord called him the son of perdition. Yeah, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Lord, meaning what? We've gone through deserts. We don't deal with truth. All right. The truth is that living water. They don't deal with water. They deal with deserts. They deal with desolation. It says, but as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it. What have pride profited us? Or what good have riches with our vaunting brought us? That's how you know it's talking about Esau, man. What good is pride done for you? What is pride gonna do for you? It's not gonna do anything for you. Your pride is actually deceiving you. Okay? And that pride is gonna lead you to extinction. Let's go to Jeremiah 49 and 7. It says prophecy against Edom, concerning Edom. Thus saith Yahweh Shemiah Shai of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. If grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. And this is dreadful for Edomites to hear, man. You know, the Lord threatening them. And you know the Lord's threats don't go out void. You know, that's why they try to change this gospel, man, and try to squeeze their way into some kind of covenant. You're not in the covenants, man. The older the new covenant is for Israel, man. Lord said that, behold, the day shall come when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah. Hebrews 8 and 8, Jeremiah 31:31. There's no way you're getting in. All these damnation prophecies is for you Edomites. Jeremiah 49:9. If grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? Yeah, if a thief come in your house, he gonna take the TV, he might take some necklaces, but that nigga ain't gonna take everything. He ain't gonna take the couches and the end tables and the the cell phone chargers. But how about Shemiah Shah, when he come, he's taking everything to the point where we won't even know you was ever here. It's gonna be crazy. Our children literally only memorial that you're gonna have is the memorial that's in our mind. And if we don't want to tell our children about you, they're not gonna know about you. Jeremiah 49 and 10. But I have made Esau bare. He's being exposed via the truth. I have uncovered his secret places because he deals with deceit. And he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. Let's go to that word, not. This is funny. It says that he is not. It's nothing. It's blank. Because you're gonna be nothing. You're gonna be blank. You're gonna be wow. Call Allah y'all by Shemel Shah. It said his seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. There's no word there in the Hebrew for you, man. There's no word for not. You're gonna be non-existent. I'm gonna tell you what it means. It means you're not gonna be around. You're not gonna exist. You're gonna be extinct. And your brethren and your neighbors, you're all gonna be extinct. It said his seed is spoiled. Let's go to that word spoiled. The word there in the Hebrew is shadad. which is Shaddad. Okay, it says to deal violently with, despoil, devastate, ruin, destroy, to be utterly ruined, to assault. We're gonna assault you, Edomites, man. When Yahweh shall come back and give us the power and exalt us. It says to devastate, to violently destroy. These are the prophecies dealing with what the nation of Israel is going to do to their enemy, their top arch enemy, the Edomites. It says a privative root, properly to be burly, figuratively powerful, passively impregnable, by implication to ravage, dead, destroyer, oppress, robber, spoil, utterly lay waste. Yeah, because we're going to oppress you before we exterminate you. You're going to be oppressed for 1,000 years before we exterminate you. You know? Brother posted 2nd Ezra 3, verse 32. Or is there any other people that known thee besides Israel? Or what generation have so believed thy covenants as Jacob? And yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor have no fruit. For I have gone here and there through the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thy commandments. So you have forsaken the law of the Most High Power, man. Okay, therefore you can't receive the rewards for obeying the Most High Power. 2nd Ezra 3:34. Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and there's also that dwell the world, and so shall thy name no more be found but in Israel. Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so kept thy commandments? Thou shalt find, if you study, if you do research, thou shalt find that Israel by name have kept thy precepts, but not the heathen. See? You see? Let's go back, Wisdom of Solomon 5. So that's what's coming, your extinction, as we're getting into. Wisdom of Solomon 5. It says his seed is spoiled, and he is not. I mean, he's non-existent. He's blank. It says Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 8. What have pride profited us? I don't know, Esau. What has pride profited you? Or what good have riches with our vaunting brought us? All those things are passed away like a shadow, because the Lord said, that remind me of 1 John. See, because this world is going to pass away. This world ain't worth nothing. This world is temporal. But the things that are not seen are eternal. 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, even your pride, which is going to mention the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away. What world? Esau's world. All these things is part of your world, man. But see, nothing of your world is going to make it into the kingdom. Because the Lord's not dealing with you in your spirit, man. The Lord don't dwell in wickedness. Wisdom don't dwell in a malicious soul. 1 John 2:17. And the world passeth away and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Father abideth forever. That's why we read here, Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 9. All those things are passed away like a shadow, and as a post that hasteth by, and as a ship that passeth over the waves of water, which when it is gone by, the trace thereof cannot be found, neither the pathway of the keel in the waves. So the same way when you see a boat move through the water, the boat parts the waves and the waves, but then after 20, 30 seconds, the water goes back to its normal motion. And you can't even tell that a boat had went through there. That's how Esau, Edom, you're not going to be able to tell that you walked the planet Earth. You see, you're a cunning hunter, Esau. You know, when you're hunting, you look for tracks. You try to track the animal, their footprints. You try to look, okay, it was a bear going through here. I need to stay out of this section. Okay, it was a squirrel coming through here. Let me set a squirrel trap so I can catch a squirrel and cook me a goddamn squirrel. That's what you Edomites do. But the Lord is giving you the same analogy by saying, look, there's not going to be any trace of you. Nobody's going to know that you were here. It says, and as a ship that passeth, and this is what you say to yourself. I'm reading, this is coming from the perspective of the wicked, okay, from the ones that are destroyed. This is what they're thinking in their mind. and you go to Wisdom of Solomon 2 just to prove that it's talking about the mindset of the wicked. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 2. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. You already know this. You already know that you're going to be extinct. That's why you go so hard in this life, man. That's why you go so hard to try to exterminate us, oppress us, and basically destroy the planet Earth, because you know that after this, you don't have nothing. You will never see everlasting. You won't keep coming back in the kingdom and get to see the gods of the Israelites and them rule the planet Earth in righteousness. You're not going to get to see that. You're going to get to see it with a yoke on your neck, okay, and behind a goddamn a golden fence, you know. We'll probably give you like the silver fence or something. But it says, Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 2, for we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air. Yeah, but your spirit, that's where you went off, because your spirit comes back down, man. All right, and receives judgment. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 10. And as a ship that passeth over the waves of water, when it is gone by, the trace thereof cannot be found, neither the path of the keel in the waves. Or as when a bird hath flown through the air, there is no token of her way to be found. So you know how many birds that flew through the sky this way and that way, up and down. You know what I'm saying? But you can't tell, okay, a bird went, I could see a bird flew in the sky. You can't never tell that. That's how it's going to be. You're flying through this realm, you know, you're moving your wings out like that eagle. You're dominating the planet Earth right now. But once you're gone, you will be gone forever. You're going to be forgotten, man. You're going to be forgotten. And that really bothers you because you want to be remembered. You want that fame and that praise. That's why you go so hard. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 11. Or as when a bird hath flown through the air, and there is no token of her way to be found, but the light air being beaten with the stroke of her wings, and part of with the violent noise of and the motion of them is passed through, and therein afterwards no sign where she went is to be found. And that's how you rule over the nation of Israel. You thrust your wings and you pound us with your wings like we're the wind. Okay, but after you're gone, we're going to be healed, and there's going to be no more remembrance of you, man. All right, and this is scripture that inspired the lesson. Verse 12, these are the scriptures that inspired the lesson. Verse 12, or like as when an arrow is shot at a mark, it parteth the air immediately. So like it parteth the air, which immediately cometh together again, so that a man cannot know where it went through. It's called the trajectory, man. You know, there's not going to be no trajectory of you. Verse 13, even so, we, in like manner, as soon as we were born, began to draw to our end. You see? Because you have an end. The nation of Israel doesn't have an end. And you hate that. You hate that you have an end. We don't have an end. Okay? We're going to live forevermore. You know? And if we want to pass away in the kingdom, we'll pass away. But we won't be able to die. If we don't want to die, we don't want to pass on to the spirit realm and come back in a couple thousand years. We don't have to do that. We can live forever. It said that a child shall die at 100 years, meaning in the kingdom, if you're 100 years old, you're a child. Lord willing. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 13. Even so, we in like manner, as soon as we were born, began to draw to our end, and had no sign of virtue to show, but were consumed in our own wickedness. See, you have been consumed in your own wickedness, man. You know, you've been consumed in your own wickedness. Psalms 37. Yeah, I'll just go to it because I'm done here on Wisdom of Solomon. Brother posted Psalms 37. One of the best chapters in the whole dang on Bible. You know, on the whole Bible. Psalms 37, verse 18. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. Matter of fact, let me read. I'm going to read 9. I'm going to read 10. Then I'm going to read 18. And I'm going to read 28. And I'm going to read 36. This chapter is all about your extinction, man. It's probably one of the worst chapters for you, man. Because this chapter is all about the extinction of the Edomites. You know? You want to talk about the dinosaurs? Oh, the dinosaurs extinct. These creatures extinct. This creature extinct. First of all, the Lord said there's no end to the creatures, man. To his creation, to the beast, man. Just because you don't know where they at, don't mean they extinct. Just because you don't see them no more, don't mean they extinct. The Lord got them preserved, man. And even if they are gone, the Lord's gonna bring them back in the kingdom. And guess what? They're gonna tear your ass up because you the one that made them extinct. You the one that hunted them all, and we gonna sick them on you, man. But anyway, Psalms 37, verse 9. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yeah, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. We're not gonna be able to find you, man. We're not gonna be able to find a trace of you. Where was the Edom? Where did they used to live? What did they used to look like? Like I said, we don't want to tell our children about you. They won't know about you. They won't know that you had leprosy. We just tell them that you was like Cain. You had brown skin, but you was wicked. We don't have to mention you, man. You're not gonna be remembered. Your memorial is gonna cease from the earth, like it's saying Sirach 44. Let me get that real quick since I mentioned it, because I got a bunch of precepts. I'm not gonna get to them all, but I'm gonna just deal with the ones that the Spirit had me speak on. Sirach 44, verse 9. And there, Salakia, and some there be which have no memorial. That's you, Esau. You don't have a memorial. Let me get the definition of memorial. You don't have a memorial, man. The word Zion means a memorial, if I'm not mistaken, to Zion one in the Hebrew. It says memorial, late 14th century, memorable, excellence. Also remembered, committed to memory. You won't be remembered. There won't be any memory of you. You're gonna gone without a trace. And not only gone, but forgotten. Gone and forgotten. You know? We're gonna forget. We're not gonna forgive. It says memorial, mindful of, remembering, and directly from Latin memorialias, or belonging to memory. Preservative of memory, serving for commemoration. There will be nothing to commemorate you, man. Only thing that would be commemorate you is the high holy day dealing with the destruction of Babylon the Great. The new high holy day. Sirach 44, verse 9. And some there be which have no memorial, who are perished as though they had never been. Damn. And are become as though they had never been born. Damn. And their children after them. But these were merciful men, whose righteousness have not been forgotten. With their seed shall continually remain a good inheritance, and their children are within the covenant. That's why we're going to be remembered, and that's why you're not, because you're not in the covenant. Lord said that you're going to be as though you had never been, as if you had never been born. That means that anything that you did is not going to be remembered. It's not going to exist. Psalms 37:10, for yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yeah, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. Let's jump to verse 18. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of Yahweh shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume into smoke, shall they consume away. Verse 21, the wicked borroweth and payeth not again. Yeah, because the Lord loaned the planet Earth to you, but now you don't want it. Your time is up, but you're trying to hold on to it. You're trying to fight the Lord. You're trying to create space forces and get microchips to implant them in all the nation of Israel to snatch their soul. And so the Lord want to look, man, just stick to the prophecy, man. Just give it back. The kingdom is for us. Your time is up. It's our turn now. Why can't you just cooperate? Why can't you just receive instruction? Scripture said you hate instruction. The Lord said, I came for the Israelites. I came for the Jews and the Greeks being the Israelite foreigners, the 12 gates, 12 angels, 12 tribes of Israel. You say no, everybody. No, everybody. No. The word world, it means everybody. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You hate instruction, man. You try to act like you're so sincere, which you probably are sincere. You're sincerely wicked. Okay? Sincerely wicked, sincerely wrong. Because you go against what the scriptures say. Why is it so hard to just go by what the scriptures say? I don't understand it. I never will. Just go. It say what it say. Why are you trying to change it? You weren't trying to change it when it said he was going to set you up. You wasn't trying to change it when he said you was going to by the sword thou shalt live. Thou shalt have the fatness of the earth. You weren't trying to change it then. Fucking hypocrite, man. Psalms 37:20. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of Yahweh shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume into smoke. They shall consume away, because you're a sacrifice, Esau. You're going to be a sacrifice. Your kingdom, your country, America is an altar. Psalms 37:21. The wicked borrow and pay not again, but the righteous show of mercy and giveth. It says, verse 22, for such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, and they that be cursed of him shall be cut off. You're the people of the Lord's curse. Let me prove it. Isaiah 34, verse 5, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Idumea is a Greek word for Edom. Edom. Psalms 37, verse 28. For the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved. They are preserved forever. But the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land and dwell therein forever. You see? Forever, ever. Let's jump down. Psalm 37:35. I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like a green bay tree. Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. Yeah, I sought him, but he could not be found. Why? Because your memorial. There's no memorial for you. Sirach 44:9. There and some there be which have no memorial, who are perished as though they had never been, and are become as though they never been born, and their children after them. So this is what is made for you, man. What was made for you? Nothing. Nothing was made for you. There will be no memorial. There will be no celebration. Or remember the Edomites did that one good thing? Yeah, no, man. Brother posted Isaiah 14:6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continuous stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth, because the Lord's about to jack your ass up, man. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. A feller is somebody who cuts down trees. Because you're the man of deforestation. It says one who fells trees, etc. From the late 14th century, from fell. So you cut down trees for no reason and build parking lots in their stead, man. Why do you do that? Because you're profane, man. You hate life. You hate creation. You hate the creation of Yahweh Shemel Shah, to say. Because you love wickedness, which the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah created wickedness also, just for you to be ensnared in it. Yeah, Khan, Zion Memorial. Yeah, Khan, right. Ooh. Hey, all these cuts, man. This is why, like I said, they try to switch up the gospel. Because they see, damn, this shit it's all against us. There's no, all these scriptures dealing with our destruction. Psalms 9:6. O thou enemy, destructions are come to a perpetual end. You see, your destructions have to end, man. This can't go on, man. Okay, the apostle, not the apostle, but Elder Manata Zagba played this video, this big dyke chick, fat, obese dyke chick rapping in the video talking about fucking this and put on my strap on, and oh man, that shit was disgusting, man. But that's the destruction that Esau has put in the earth, man. The woman, all the foundation of the earth are out of course because of you. The land is defiled, the birds are dying. The whales are beaching themselves. You got hundreds of birds dropping from the sky. The air is polluted. The water's polluted. Flint still ain't got clean water. So this has to end, man. This has to end. There's no way. That's how we know. Even if you're not a believer, you know, like, I mean, I guess if you know the Lord come back, you would be a believer. But even if you're in the world, man, you can't possibly think that the world can go on with the way that it's going. Like, it's gonna self-destruct. So the Lord has to come back because this shit will literally implode on itself. But because this is what you've created, Esau. You created chaos. You know? See, Esau creates laws, quote unquote laws, because he wants to give you the illusion of order. There's no order here. His laws are not order. His laws are disorder. The laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushua keep order. His laws create chaos. And that's heavy witchcraft. That's a lesson right there. Esau laws create chaos, man. You know, he have you thinking that, oh, because we have law, we have order. You don't have order. Your laws literally promote chaos. But anyways, Psalm 96, O thou enemy, destructions are come to a perpetual end, and thou hast destroyed cities. Their memorial is perished with them. See, your memorial is perished with you, man. Because why? Because your laws create chaos. Your laws are not real laws. Oh yeah, we got to stop this traffic light, and this, for murder you can get this. For rape you get this. You know what I'm saying? But homos can kiss each other, and a man can lie with a man, and a woman can lie with a woman, and you can be whatever gender you want. Oh, and gender neutrality. See, your laws are not real laws, man. Your laws are opposite, and you got over 60,000 laws. What the hell you need 60,000 laws for, man? What is wrong with you? You can't even read all the laws. You can't even remember all the laws. There's so many goddamn loopholes. The laws contradict themselves. That's why when you go to court, they can give you whatever judgment for whatever crime, because nothing is consistent. It's confusion. The Lord said he is not the author of confusion, but the wicked is. Shalom. Shalom. Oh, shalom. Yahweh Shem Shabbat Shem Kagadash Barakatah. Psalms 112, brother posted Psalms 112 and 10. The wicked shall see it and be grieved. He shall gnash with his teeth. Yeah, the sister said she had the vision that all the white people was on the opposite side of the fence. And she said they was just so jealous and envious, and they hated us, and they was still trying to plot. How the hell you in the kingdom of heaven? You're looking at gods on the earth, and you still trying to plot to take the kingdom back. That just shows these people is literally demented. Okay, the Lord put that perverse, just twisted, crooked neck, demon spirit in their ass, man, and think that they actually in control of something. You're not in control. Psalms 9 and 7. But Yahweh Shem Yahushua endure forever, shall endure forever. He hath prepared his throne for judgment. Wisdom of Solomon 4:19, real quick. Wisdom of Solomon 4:19. For he shall rend them and cast them down headlong. Let me start up. Wisdom of Solomon 4:16. Thus the righteous that is dead shall condemn the ungodly which are living, and youth that is soon perfected the many years and old age of the unrighteous. Right. And that's what you see now. The Lord's raising up the youth, okay, that have repented and turned back to the true doctrine. They're condemning and rebuking those of old age. It says verse 17, for they shall see the end of the wise and shall not understand what the Most High and his counsel have decreed of him, and to what end the Lord have set him in safety. You see, so they see brothers get put to death. The men of the Lord, Abba was killed. He died a martyr. You know what I'm saying? You got other brothers that might have died in the truth. Zechariah was killed in front of the temple. You know what I'm saying? Various prophets was put to death, and the people can't comprehend that the Lord actually has them in safety, that the Lord actually is dealing with them, and that was precious to him. It says, Wisdom of Solomon 4:17, for they shall see the end of the wise and shall not understand what the Most High in his counsel have decreed of him, and to what end the Lord have set him in safety. Right, because the end of that man is everlasting life. On the first trip, it says verse 18, they shall see him and despise him, but the Most High shall laugh them to scorn, and they shall hereafter be a vile carcass and a reproach among the dead forevermore. For he shall rend them and cast them down headlong, that they shall be speechless, and he shall shake them from the foundation, and they shall be utterly laid waste and be in sorrow, and their memorial shall perish. Nobody's going to remember you, man. It's gonna be as though when a boat passes through the waves and the waves is parted and the waves come back and you can't even tell that a boat went through there. It's not like a road or a street where you drive down the street so many times you can tell, oh, a bunch of cars been driving on the street. The street is wore out. No, it's not gonna be like that. Or we're not gonna say, oh, the earth is wore out. Esau, fuck this shit up. Oh, damn. No, the earth is gonna be replenished. Everything's gonna go back to the Garden of Eden. Mount Rushmore is not gonna be there. Washington Monument is not gonna be there. Oh, Esau got that show. What is it called? It's like I forget the name of it, but it's about if all the humans disappeared, and then because that's another reason why I went to this lesson, because that's Esau exalting himself against the scriptures. The scriptures say you're not gonna have a memorial, but here it is. Esau Christian show. Oh, when all the humans are gone, after 500 years, this will still be here, and after 100 years, this will still. Nothing's gonna be here, man. Everything's gonna melt with fervent heat, and it's gonna be a straight up desert. It's all gonna be reduced to particles and sand, man. That's it. Now, if you count sand as a memorial, then that's gonna be your memorial, man. But I wouldn't count that as a memorial. Psalms 112, verse 10: the wicked shall see it and be grieved. He shall gnash with his teeth. Why? Because you're not in the covenant. And melt away. The desire of the wicked shall perish. That's that new world order. It ain't gonna come to fruition, man. Okay. Yeah, right. Yeah, his law, the age of consent is 18. What type of law is that, man? Now you got these overly grown little boys, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your laws is not real laws, man. Your laws is not real laws because they're not the laws of Yahweh Shemi Shai. That's the only law. What laws you think we're gonna have in the kingdom? You think we're gonna have let me take a couple of the Chinese. Yeah, I like that Chinese law. We're gonna add that. Let me take that Canaanite law. I like that law. We're gonna add that in. No, the only true law is the laws of Yahweh Shemi Shai, because that's wisdom. That's eternity. You know, we're gonna help the other nations gonna live to be about 150, 200 years old just because they're gonna be keeping the laws, man. That's the real law. Let's see what we got. Proverbs 3:33: the curse of Yahweh Shemi Shai is in the house of the wicked, and he blesseth the habitation of the just. Yeah, so you're going down, man. You're going down, and your memorial shall perish. There's not going to be a remembrance of you. Let's go to Job 20. Job 20:4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? See, you only had a moment. We got eternity, you got a moment. That's why, like I said, you wasn't trying to change the prophecies when the Lord was setting you up. When the Lord said that Alexander, you're gonna have a he-goat, you're gonna push toward the I forget how it go in Daniel. You're gonna push toward the north, the south, the east, the west. You wasn't mad at that. You wasn't mad when the Lord said you was gonna rule. You're gonna get the fatness of the earth. You wasn't trying to change the prophecies then. You weren't saying, "No, Lord, this ain't right." No, I don't like that. No, you was going along with it. Everything was all good. The prophecies was good. Now we at the end of your kingdom, okay, and you don't want to give back what you borrowed, man. The earth was you borrowed it. It was made for our sakes. We went off. The Lord let you borrow it. You was the firstborn. The Lord gave you a consolation prize. You still mad. It says that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Your joy is but for a moment, man. And that moment is about up. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, you haven't even ruled as long as what was the brother name? Methuselah? Forgive me, but the oldest man ever lived was like 969 years old or something. You haven't even ruled longer than his life. So that's a moment, man. You haven't even ruled for a day. With the day with the Lord's 1,000 years, you barely ruled for a day. So that's that moment. Psalms 20:6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his hair reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. You know the thing about dung? You can't tell that it was there once it's gone. It literally, I don't know if it evaporates or it goes into the soil, but it ain't there no more. it disappears and you can't tell that it was there. You probably set up a picnic, put the picnic blanket down, you lay it down, you probably laid down where it used to be some shit, but you can't tell because it perished. It's gone. That's you, Esau. Because the Lord, you are dumb. You are shit. You a shitty person. You a shitty spirit. You're a shitty individual. This is a shitty kingdom. Shitty shit. You know? That's you. So that's why the Lord compared you to dung, man. Job 27, yeah, he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Yeah, the brother had the dream. The brother wife had the dream, and they grandchildren. They said they had hundreds of grandchildren. They said it was hundreds of them, and they was in this huge castle. And she said that they beds. The castle was made of gold, and their beds was all in the walls, and it was like hundreds of beds in the walls. And she said that the children all wanted to talk to her husband because he saw the old world and he was delivered from it. He was delivered from the second death. So they wanted to hear firsthand from him. They didn't want to hear from their parents because they said their parents, like, lived at different times, and they wanted to know about a certain time period when Yahushua came back. Okay, so that's how our children, Lord willing, they're gonna ask, where's the Edomites? What did they look like? You know what I'm saying? What did they do? And we only gonna give them certain information. We're not gonna say, oh, well, this one Edomite, Alexander the Greek, he was bad. He conquered it. No, we ain't gonna mention none of that shit, man. All we gonna talk about is how you walked on all fours. You know what I'm saying? You incest babies. You hung us. You lynched us. You fed us to alligators. We're gonna tell them all the most terrible shit you did, man. Just this week, on a couple of days ago, I was showing my son all the lynches. I had the sign showing my son a sign, telling him this is why the Lord hate Esau. This is what he did to us, man. And if the Lord Yahushua didn't come back, he'd do this to us again, man. So this is what we teaching our kids, man. We raising up avengers to the enemy, like it's saying Psalms 2, man. And Sirach 30, man. We're not telling them, oh, well, there was a couple good Edomites. You know what I'm saying? You had Alexander, and he let us keep the laws and all, man. Hell no, man. It says in Job 18, let me get this. Since I'm in 20, Job 18 and 17. This is one of my favorite scriptures. It says, his remembrance, right? Memorial, his remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. Hey, you ain't gonna have no name, man. You ain't gonna have a reputation. Your reputation gonna be non-existent. They gonna be like, Edomite, what's an Edomite? My son gonna be 100 years old asking me, Lord willing, he gonna be 150 years old asking me, what's an Edomite? I'm like, oh, I never told you about the Edomites? Damn. He's been on earth 150 years. He ain't know what name. He ain't gonna have no name in the street, man. We're not gonna exalt your reputations, man. What you did and when you was in power. No, man. It says Job 20:8. He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more. Neither shall his place any more behold him. So you're gonna fly away like a dream, man. A dream is another thing that you can't remember that it ever was there. We done had thousands of dreams in our life. 90% of them we don't remember. We don't remember a small portion. You dream every night. You don't remember them every night though. That's how Esau, Edom, and his rulership is gonna be. He shall have no name in the street. Brother posted Baruch 4:1. This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh and the law that endureth forever. All that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Isaiah 29. And we're going to read 7. Vigilant by Yah. Proverbs 2:21. For the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. Hey, Salakia, brother, by Yah. Was you a part of the two witnesses camp? I'm just trying to recollect, you know what I'm saying? I know if you're the same brother, I know I used to have your phone number. But I was just wondering. Proverbs 2:21, for the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. Because if you is the same brother, I didn't see you still with them, brother. So that's why I was wondering. Oh, I didn't still see you with them. So I was just wondering, just curious. It says, no, not a big deal or anything. And the perfect shall remain in it. Let me read it again. Proverbs 2:21. For the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. How long? Forever. But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it. You know, because the Lord got to snatch you out because you don't want to give it back. You don't want to give it. You didn't want to give it back. Okay, con. Okay, con. Okay, con. Yeah, shalom. Yeah, shalom. I knew it was probably the same brother, but I couldn't tell by for certain by the avatar. Isaiah 29:7. And the multitude of all the nations that fight against Ariel, even all that fight against her in her munition, and that distress her, shall be as a dream of a night vision. Same thing we read in Job, man. Same thing we read in Job, man. Oh, okay. Salakia for that. Well, that's good that I clear my memory. But yeah, Khan. Okay, Khan. It must be another brother that used to be in that camp that looked like you. That's funny. But yeah. Or maybe I'm just mistaken. Isaiah 29:7. The multitude of the nation that fight against Ariel, which is Israel, even all that fight against her and her munition, and that distress her, shall be as a dream of a night vision. It shall even be as when an hungry man dreameth, and behold, he eateth, but he awaketh, and his soul is empty. Or as when a thirsty man dreameth, and behold, he drinketh, but he awaketh, and behold, he is faint, and his soul have appetite. So shall the multitude of all nations be that fight against the mount of Zion, man. So you're gonna be like you dream. This is a dream for you, man. Because as fulfilling as this rulership in his kingdom feels for you, it's not gonna satisfy you at all when you get to that kingdom and you get in captivity, man. You're gonna be like, damn, I got a happy meal for real. I got a sad meal. Fuck a happy meal. This is a sad meal compared to the kingdom, man. So when you awake, when Yahweh Shema shall awake, Lord said, when Yahweh Shema shall awake, He's gonna despise their image. So when the Lord awake, all creation awake. That's when the kingdom come. We're gonna actually live. We're actually gonna be living. Like we're not. This ain't even a full reality, man. We're not really fully awake yet. So when we awake and you awake, you're gonna be like, damn. I was eating, I was dogging that food, I was drinking, and I'm not filled because you don't have everlasting life, man. And you're gonna perish forever, just like those dreams, man. We'll close out with Obadiah. And there's more. There's more. There's another one in Habakkuk 1. There's other ones, but these are just the first like 10 that came to my mind at the water for the scriptures on the comment board. Obadiah 1. I'm gonna go straight to the point. I'm gonna read 10 and I'm gonna read 18. Obadiah 1:10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So don't act like you don't know why it's happening. When y'all shall come back, the elect start putting chains on people's necks. Don't act like, well, what did I do? What's going on? Don't do that, man. You already know why. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. 18. 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness in the house of Jacob, shall possess their possession. See, like Apostle Tar said, we don't want reparations. We want you and what you got. We want you and your possessions. Not on no covetousness. We want you holy. We don't want just one thing. Oh, I like that white boy, his Cadillac. Let me steal his Cadillac. No, we want you, your Cadillac, your house, your children, your everything, man. Everything. That's what we want. We want this whole entire kingdom from from Maine down to Florida, from California to Washington. We want everything, man. Everything. Not a square inch we're going to leave for you. If grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? But the Lord had made thee bare, man. We're not going to leave you with nothing. Adoram Atazah, we are part of that number, man. And we get that honor, man. Lord said, this honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's what we waiting on. That's what we prophesying. We're prophesying so that we could be a part of the prophecies that we're prophesying, man. You got some guys, telling you don't prophesy. Well, you don't want to be a part of the prophecies. What the hell? Here it is, I'm going to make you a part of the prophecies that you never read. How did that work? Obadiah 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Ishashua, which is Esau, which means wasted away is he, because he had no pigmentation, no melanin, and the house of Ishashua for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Ishashua, for Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah have spoken it. So that's plain, man. There's no way around that, man. And this is why it says the name of the Lord is dreadful to the heathen, because the name come with the true doctrine, and the true doctrine is not pretty for the Edomites, man. Like Apostle Torah said, it's the worst time to be an Edomite. Not a good time to be an Edomite, man. You know? Hey, but it's a beautiful time to be a hopeful elect, man. You know? But that's all we can do is hope, man. We're prisoners of hope, man, in this corruptible and abominable flesh, man. You know, or this corruptible flesh, you know. We strive not to do any abominable acts. Yeah, verse 21. And Savior shall come upon Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, the water. And the kingdom shall be Yahweh Shemiah Shais. You see? So, hey, it says in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, Esau is the place of great future judgment. That's coming to you Edomites, man. You know? So, hey, man. Hey, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Nathan Mashanakabah, Lahazakomim Shagadar Rakab, which means give double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Lord, when this Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, who we do all things for the elect's sake. All right. And Kwam Yasharal at the waters for the comments. I mean, for the scriptures on the comment board. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Kagadash Brakatham. But the Yakwam Kwam Yasharal Shalom.